G'day, I'm Sogg.
And I'm Brad.
And we're the A-League Couch Critics. And today we're predicting the grand final. Or the whole final series, Bradley.
Yep.
Who's going to win the A-League?
The Mariners.
We're going to have our say right now. Thanks so much for watching our videos. All your support is super appreciated. Make sure to like this video and to subscribe if you haven't yet. And let us know down in the comments, who do you think is going to be the A-League champions in just a week and a half's time? We're going to have our say now. Let's dive into it. Bradley, the first final, it's tomorrow night. This is out on Friday, so Saturday night, Wellington Phoenix up against Perth Glory at Bankwest Stadium.
It's my mentality when I come to pick the finals. I'm like, so who's the home team? Who's got the home advantage? No one's got the home advantage. Well, they've all been playing in Sydney for a month.
Sydney have the home advantage.
Yeah, kind of. But
that's about it.
But there's no crowds as well. So,
yeah.
I think, I think we expected a lot better from Perth this season, and unfortunately, they finished as low as they can to make the finals. I think I'm picking Wellington just based on the fact that they finished higher. I think this is probably a flip of a coin. I think they both could win this game, but I don't know. I think I've liked what I've seen from Wellington more than what I've seen. Like, Wellington have been massive improvers from last year.
Yeah.
And even last year they had a massive improvement. Perth, massive disappointment this year. So I think there's I'm going to go Wellington.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. It is close because Perth's form since the restart has been woeful, except for their nice win over Western Sydney Wanderers. And Nix started really well, but then kind of tailed off a bit. They did have a lot of games very early on, and not so much in the.
And they lost Gary Hooper, didn't they?
Yeah, well, Hooper is out for the final series, so. I think it's an interesting tactical battle because you've got Popovic, who's been playing the 5 at the back system.
Oh man, look at that sun just dropping in now.
Hello.
It's been borderline snow all morning, so let me just do a quick adjustment. There we go. We'll go again.
You've got Glory with their 5 at the back system, with their wingbacks Franjic and James Meredith kind of bombing on the whole time, but they've looked really fragile kind of at the back. And with no real creative spark there, with no Castro and no, what's his name? Iconomedes.
Oh, yeah.
With no Iconomedes. Yeah, I don't see them scoring a heap of goals. But then the Knicks, have Ufuk Talay playing this 4-4-2, 2 strikers going up against the 3 defenders. We are bright. It's going to be an interesting matchup. I think... Given what we've seen, I think I'm going to have to go with the Knicks as well. I think Phoenix have got the best. So we're both going Phoenix going through, which means they'll play City in the semi-final.
Yeah, I'm really loving the light we're getting on the camera right now compared to the last episode we did where it's a bit too dark. So
yes,
we're the polar opposites today.
It's just our halos.
This is the first time the sun's popped up this morning here in Bathurst. But anyway. Next game is Brisbane, technically the home side, against Western United. Who do you fancy here?
Yeah, again, I think these are some of the most competitive kind of finals we've seen for a while. Brisbane defensively really solid. Western United with Diamante and Burgess and Berisha at the moment firing on all cylinders. I think Western will dominate the game. I think they've got the better of Brisbane, actually. Just watching their form, bar their loss to City, I think they're just stronger overall on the park.
Yeah, they're red hot. I really enjoy watching Western United play right now. I think they've played the most games out of all the teams. I think they've played about 6 games since the lockdown. They've just been great to watch, obviously, except for that loss the other night. I think it might be a bit difficult for them to go the whole way just because of the amount of games they've had.
Yeah. Well, they did
and it
rest
takes a
up some
toll.
players. They
Yeah.
rested Diamante and Burgess. They played a whole heap of youngsters last night. They knew their finals were secured.
Yeah.
Interesting choice. They could have taken third.
And then that means they would have played Perth.
Yeah. So it was an interesting decision, but maybe just they thought they could get the most out of the finals by resting and then attacking again. I think they'll be too strong for this.
Yeah, I'm tipping Western United.
All right, we're in accordance so far.
Yeah.
So we're both saying it'll be Sydney versus Western United in semi 1 and Melbourne City versus the Phoenix in semi 2. Which game actually happens first? That's a good question. Sorry.
Well, they're double headers, aren't they? So
It's a double header.
yeah, both games are double headers. I think. I closed the page with the kickoff times.
I've got
I
it.
think Melbourne City's probably the first game.
No, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, you're talking about the first week of finals, yeah.
But then-
so City's is at 5, and then Sydney FC's at 7.
A double header. Yeah, there we go. So Melbourne City first. Melbourne City versus Phoenix, we've said.
Yeah.
On the Saturday afternoon, and then you've got the other semi straight after. That's going to be a fantastic night of football, isn't it?
Yeah, it won't be bad. It won't be bad. It'll be pretty good.
If Bankwest holds up like it has been so far, we're in for a show. City versus Phoenix.
Geez, I'll say if this was like pre-COVID form, I definitely would have picked Wellington.
Yeah.
But right now, I just think City are playing great.
Yeah, they're
And
flying.
I don't like it's the finals and anything can happen. And would we be overly surprised if Phoenix got up? Yeah, probably a little bit. But I think City will benefit from having a bit of extra time off because Wellington are playing on the Saturday, then the Wednesday, so that's a short turnaround. So City for me, just too strong.
Yeah. I really like Ufuk Talay as a coach, obviously. Assistant at Sydney before. I think he's going to send Wellington out to attack, but yeah, I think not having Hooper again is going to just cost them up the front. They've had a fantastic season, but I think it's just one step too far. And City, to be fair, they used the break really well. They've come back, look, a real solid team. As long as they don't play Delbridge at centre-back. He had a bit of a shocker against Barisha last night. But yeah, I think that there's a really good chance for City just to kind of walk into the final here. Phoenix will put up some fight, but I think just City just way too strong. McLaren still on fire. 22 goals in 23 games.
Yeah, he's a talent and he needs to find himself a good club over in Europe.
Yeah, and they've got Luna and Berenguer and Brillante's been doing really well for them. I think they're a really strong side. I think they're going to make the final. Yep.
Other ones, Sydney FC and Western United. Well, I guess there's no doubt who you're picking. Tell me why you think Western are going to win.
I think we talked about it in our last video, so you can go and watch that. We should probably try and link that here. But Sydney's post-COVID, the restart form hasn't been fantastic, but we both kind of said they've got enough about them come finals time to really click into gear. They've had a week and a bit to sit down as a club and go, let's fix these problems for the final. And their last game was against Western United, so it's a direct comparison. I think Sydney are just too strong. I think watching back that game against Western, Sydney had the better of the game. Western caught them out. I don't think Western really dominated for too long. I think Sydney just have that bit too much, and I think they'll fix their defensive issues and hopefully get some goals. Yeah, I of course I'm going to say that. I'm a Sydney fan. Okay, you guys all know. But I do think football-wise, they are just too strong. I don't think they're going to let this semi lose. It's
a very interesting one because, like you said, Sydney FC's last game was against Western United, and they might have been the better side, but they didn't take their chances. They didn't win the game, and you know what? It wouldn't be. It would be the upset if Western United did get up, but they've got it in them, and they've shown definitely since the restart that they're the form team. Bar that loss they had the other night to City, Geez, I want to pick West United. I really do. Just to be a bit different with our tips too. Maybe I should tip Western United.
It would make for an interesting final.
You never win tipping. You never win tipping comps by picking the favourite team every week. You got to have a gamble here. Geez, it's a tough one. Hey, we can't pick a draw because you can't have a draw. I'll probably go Sydney FC, but I don't like. I think Western United can get up, and it wouldn't surprise me. But I think your gut instinct is Sydney.
Wow, okay. There we go. That hurts for a Wanderers fan, doesn't it?
Yeah. But, I'm trying to be impartial here. I'm trying not to be biased. I'm trying to give my professional opinion. Deep down, I want Western United to win, and I tip them.
You going for Western? Do you think they'll make the final?
No. So we'll just go with Sydney FC.
Okay, so then, grand final, Sunday week, Sydney versus City at Bankwest Stadium.
Yep. The Sky Blue Derby Grand Final, whatever you want to call it.
It's going to be a fantastic final. I think they really have been the two best teams.
Yep.
We've both put them there. This is our chance. We're either going to score the same here or we're going to be horribly wrong. Whee.
There's the sun again. It has been cloudy in Bathurst and raining, potential snow, and then all of a sudden the sun's come out.
At the grand final, Sydney versus City. Bradley, who are you tipping?
I'm tipping the Central Coast, mate. No, I'm tipping Melbourne City.
Yep.
We've got to be different here. We've got to have pick something different.
I think their form, they've only played 3 games. They'll have played 4 by the time they get to the final. They look strong.
Yep.
But I fan-wise, but just trying to be as impartial. I know their form's not been great, but you just look at their side. If everyone is on their day, if everyone's playing their game, McGowan and Wilkinson are having crackers, Ryan Grant bombing, Baumjohann and Ninkovic playing balls through, if Lafondra and Barbarouses are, vibing with each other and they've got the right mindset, I just don't see them losing. I can't see them losing. I'm going to be devastated if we lose it. But that's, I think I've got to go for Sydney. I think they are the best team. They're the best team in the A-League. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. They're the best team in the A-League.
Yeah, and they were the best team in the A-League, 2-3 years ago, in the Melbourne victory. And was it James Troyes? He had different ideas.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was Antonis.
Oh, Terry Antonis. Yeah, that was it.
We don't
minor premiership, obviously the purists, the traditionalists will think that's the way you win the title, but officially it's not in Australia. So you can win the title by 8, 10, 20 points like Sydney FC did a few years ago and then bomb out in the finals. And I dislike Sydney FC quite a lot. It did feel odd that time when Melbourne victory and Newcastle Jets in the grand final, and the Melbourne won. I was like, yeah, but they finished like 4th or 5th. I think City's form is better than Sydney FC's form going into this. Definitely post-COVID. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to win their first title and, catch a team that is in a bit of a rut in disappointing form. So it's a perfect opportunity, and I think City can take it.
Yeah, look, I agree with you on form. City look favourites, but finals, you and I know it. Come finals time.
Yep.
We've played a final or 2. Anything can happen. Nerves get to you.
Yep.
I said before that City, I don't know if they have their mentality. I think Sydney have a winner's mentality.
Yeah, but the pressure is, if the pressure's on anyone, I think it is Sydney FC. They've dominated the league, and there is an expectation that they'll go on. And teams like Western United, they're like, well, it's our first season. We've probably exceeded our expectations. We're just going to waltz in. I don't think Perth will be in much confidence. City, I think they'll be feeling a little bit confident too, but I think the pressure will be on Sydney FC for sure.
Yeah. I think they'll thrive on it, but
yeah, some teams do, some crumble.
It's going to be a really interesting matchup, whichever way it goes. So let us know who you think is going to win the A-League. You can predict all the games if you want, put them in a comment, or just tell us who you think is going to win the grand final. Maybe we could do a little bit of a prize for, people who predict the right team
and the right score
in the comments, and do a little bit of a
Make
draw.
sure you pick the right score.
Actually, I've got we've got a giveaway. Okay.
Oh, okay,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh,
We've been waiting a while for these, but if you comment the right winner, okay, you'll go into the draw to win our giveaway, and it is something
an Adelaide United bag.
It's not a bag, but look what's in the bag.
You get the bag.
You could win an Adelaide United My Team face. This was our worst A-League merch ever that we found. And have a look at it. It's truly
Trash.
It's horrific looking. Look at that.
So it's meant to be like those tattoos that you put a bit of water on, you put it on your wrist. Yeah, it's one of those, but it's your whole face. So if you got work the next day, make sure you have a thorough shower.
Yeah, but this is what's up for grabs. If you can comment the correct winner, okay, you'll go into the draw. It'll be random, and we'll announce the winner. We'll send you your very own Adelaide My Team face. Thanks so much for watching. It's going to be a great final series. Let's see who wins it. Go Sydney FC.
No, the Mariners have got it.
See you next time.